Hello. In this video, we're going to go ahead and solve the equation by completing the square. The equation is x squared minus 7x plus 12 equals 0. The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put this in the form of x squared plus bx equals c. That means we need to go ahead and get the 12 to the right-hand side, which means x squared minus 7x equals negative 12. The b in this situation is the number in front of x, which is negative 7. So we're going to take that negative 7 and divide by 2. Notice, though, that negative 7 over 2 is just negative 7 halves. That is actually what we want to use here. So this is our happy face, if you will. The next step is to take that value, that negative 7 over 2, and to square it. And remember, when you square something, square everything. Negative 7 squared is positive 49. 2 squared is 4. So this is our squiggly face. So we have 49 over 4, and that's what we're going to add to both sides of this equation. So the left-hand side is x squared minus 7x plus 49 over 4 is equal to negative 12 plus 49 over 4. Excellent. The great thing is that the left-hand side will factor, and there's zero guessing as to what the factorization is going to be. It's x something squared every single time. The only question is what is that something? Well, it's over here. It's that whatever we got when we first divided by 2, which in this case is negative 7 over 2. As for the right-hand side, we have negative 12 plus 49 over 4. But notice that we can write the negative 12 as negative 12 over 1. So the common denominator here, because we're adding, is going to be 4, which means that we're going to get negative 48 over 4 plus 49 over 4. And notice negative 48 plus 49 is just 1, so this is going to give me x minus 7 halves squared is equal to 1/4. And at this point, we just use the square root property. That means that whatever's in parentheses, x minus 7 over 2 in this case, is equal to plus or minus the square root of whatever's on the right-hand side. In this case, the 1/4 is on the right-hand side, which means I need to do the square root of 1 and then the square root of 4. So that gives me x minus 7 over 2 equals plus or minus square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. Excellent. And now let's get the x by itself by adding 7 over 2 to both sides, which means that x is equal to 7 over 2 plus or minus 1/2. And you would be wondering here, should I combine these two? And the answer is yes. Notice that this does not have a radical, aka a root symbol, for the first one or the second one. So as a result, they are like terms, which means we need to actually go ahead and combine them. And a good way of doing this is to break this up into two separate expressions of 7 over 2 minus 1/2 and 7 over 2 plus 1/2. Excellent. So 7 over 2 minus 1/2 is just 6 over 2, which simplifies to 3. Then 7 halves plus 1/2 is 8 halves, and 8 halves is 4. So we get x equals 3 and 4. Awesome. Now, again, notice that these are integers, which means that this could be factored originally anyway. So if we were to factor this, it would have been x minus 3, x minus 4. Notice that if you can factor, it's almost always so much easier than trying to use completing the square. But the thing is that completing the square will work every single time, even if it can't be factored. Alrighty, well, I believe that is it for this video. I will see you in the next one. Have fun.